What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is PGTV and this is another Watcher of Realms video. Today guys, we were going to do Lord Phineas, but we kind of don't have a lot of legendary dust. So today's video guys, we are going to do LYRA. LYRA is one of the newest heroes out there. We are going to do a early game guide for LYRA. She came in sometime December, before Christmas, which is good because she's still new. Lord Phineas came a couple weeks after, I think back in January. So we'll still do that video for Lord Phineas. But for today, we are doing the LYRA showcase. So we're going to look at her stats right now. She does have 13,655 HP. She does have 7418 in attack. She has 19.5% crit rate and 166 crit damage. Rage regen 13%, and then healing effect doesn't really matter. At some point we will get better gear to get this crit capped a little bit higher in the crit damage. So I know the last time we gave away an account like this, it was a little bit different for this. We had on that giveaway, we did have Nyx, we had a bunch of other ones that were Lucius, that was crit capped, fully maxed. There was probably about 3 of them that we maxed out their skills. Since this is an more early game, we won't necessarily have any of the legendary dust like you see here. We did put a couple into Lord Phineas, but we couldn't finish off the one. So right now we're just doing LYRA. So right now we'll show you what she's rocking right now for gear for the early game. We tried finding something with crit rate. Maybe we can go into the filters to see if we crit rate and attack. We do, but it's already equipped to Brienne and Nocturne. Let's see if we have any. We do have this, which could help. It is would be a broken set. So this would be kind of a good situation. And it did turn a purple, which is good. Always purples in early game are good, even in mid to late game, even end game. Purple stats are good. If you have them where they're like blue, sometimes almost to purple, those are still good stats. Don't get rid of their don't get rid of the what am I trying to say? Don't get rid of the gear quite yet, because you will get to a point where you need that to use a recasting hammer. Recasting hammers, they work. So if, let's say, I can't do it on this account because it's a newer account, but you can usually go into your gear and you click on whatever you want, and then there's these 2 things right here, 2 buttons, and you usually click the forge, and then you can either recast, refine, ascend, and all that. Yeah, so it's usually the last, I think it's the second to last choice to do a recasting, and then that's how you recast it. So you can always do that, or you can refine some of the certain stats that you got. Let's say you have LYRA, but the attack, let's say the defense bonus is kind of low, but you want it higher. You can use that refining tool to get higher So even if this doesn't reach, the lowest it's going to be is 3%. The highest is 33%, which is like probably maxed out. But anyways, we're going to run her in Clan Boss, Guild Boss 1. We are going to run her, compare her between normal and hard, and see what we get. So right now we're showcasing only LYRA, but we're going to do everybody's ults and everything together, just so we can show you guys how well she does. Since this is a playtest, we'll run it as a real test later. So right now we'll do Valeria first. We will do Sun Wukong in the middle. Lord Phineas. Let's see who else we want to do. Alright, we'll do LYRA here. We will do Mari there. We'll put in Nocturne. And then we'll put in Healer here. So we have basically double healer, which is good because you kind of need that healing effect. We're not going to use Mari's ultimate. We're going to use everybody else's ultimate. And then now let's see how LYRA does compared to the big damage dealers against Lord Phineas, Nocturne, and Valeria. And see how she goes against Lord Phineas and Sun Wukong. Basically our top. Right now she's in third with 542,000. So when she usually does her ult, she kind of almost wants to be right there with Sun Wukong, but Sun Wukong kind of goes in to the lead like dramatically. So like, let's say he's at like 1.9 mil and she's at 1.7. He might go up to like right now he's at 2.4, let's say. And then LYRA, maybe she just got to 1.8 mil. That's kind of like what we're trying to see. Is she good without even putting max skills into her for her skill crystals? That's kind of how we did with Lord Phineas in our last video. Is we want to try and see, is it good to have them fully skilled in the early game, or is it best to save your crystals until you get your legendary dust and then you put all your crystals into your hero? That's what we want to kind of go through here. Right now LYRA's in second. She actually pulled through more than Lord Phineas. Lord Phineas really isn't doing much. So right now she's trying to keep up with Sun Wukong. So now it's going to be between Sun Wukong and LYRA. We are going to try and see if she can get further closer to Sun Wukong, like 3 mil, because he's almost at 5 right now. I think the higher level of Guild Boss that you do, the more damage he does, because before, even in easy and normal, he was only doing like 2.2, 2.4 mil, but now he's doing like 5 mil. He's doing, 6 mil, 7 mil maybe, total damage. So for right now, if LYRA can keep up with Sun Wukong, but still be in that second position, that means Sun Wukong is still technically the best for the early game, the mid game, the late game, and the end game. So it doesn't matter who you have, how you have them geared. The next time we do this, we are going to swap gear. We're going to give Sun Wukong's gear to Lyra and Lyra's to Sun Wukong, and see if Sun Wukong still beats Lyra, which Sun Wukong isn't the hero that we're showcasing right now. It's Lyra. Lyra is the one we're showcasing. So as of right now, I think Sun Wukong still has the best gear. 4 million more than Lyra right now. So now let's see who's going to be the next. It looks like it might be a tie between Nocturne and Valeria. So we'll use theirs. Remember, this is a playtest. This is an actual run. But we will do the actual run after we swap out Lyra's gear with Sun Wukong and Sun Wukong with Lyra's gear, and see if Lyra goes into first, or is it Sun Wukong always in that first place position for damage. So right now, 1476 is probably the best that we've done. So now what we're going to do, we're going to complete it. Since it's already done in their calculator thingy. So we are going to switch gear with Sun Wukong. So we're going to unequip. And then, so what we have to do is we got to come over here, and whatever is equipped to Sun Wukong, we'll just have to see what Sun Wukong's gear is, and just swap it out. And then we'll see if that's the real test. Then we'll go to Sun Wukong and just quick equip what she had. That's the best way to do if you don't have the gear swap available. So now we're going to do an actual test to see if she does more damage than Sun Wukong. So we're going to do the same. Valeria there. Sun Wukong. Lord Phineas. Put Mari in here. Put Lily there. And Eunomia here. And then we will run it. So we're not gonna basically not use Mari's, so that hers, we're just using it for this decreased speed. Now here's the true test. Alright, so we use Lyra's first before Sun Wukong's, just to see what her boost in damage gets. Now she is in second, she dropped down, so it's going between Nocturne and Lyra right now. So I'm pretty sure Nocturne's gonna take her out of the... Oh no, Lord Phineas did. So she's still doing okay. She's still in fourth. There's still time. She is probably going to be the next one to get her ultimate again, and then it's going to be Sun Wukong, so we'll go between those two. Because last time we did this, it was versus everybody. So hopefully Lyra can pull through this time. If not, we might have to just say Sun Wukong is the best for anybody, and Lyra kind of is that second best. So the reason why we do these guides is because I don't know if there's guides out there for early game guides for some of these heroes. We might do a Nocturne showcase, we might do a Valeria showcase at some point, but for right now we want to do the newer heroes before we do the older ones, because I know a lot of the early game players, they don't know, or they don't have the resources to pull a limited hero unless they spend. So that's why we're doing these, starting to do these early game guides. Let's see here. So now Lyra's gonna be up again for her ult. So it looks like Nocturne and Lyra are starting to try and get in cahoots with one another, so we can kind of see if Lyra will stay in second like she did in her gear before what Sun Wukong had. But if even Sun Wukong, if we swapped gear from Lyra and Sun Wukong, and Sun Wukong still getting that, you know, boost, maybe there is a chance, maybe whoever has this account next, I can ask them if I can do a game, like a game guide for Lyra when they're crit capped and Sun Wukong's crit capped, and they have all their stuff, all their gear is good, and they have sets. So then we can see who's the best early game DPS. Alright, it's gonna be Sun Wukong again. So it seems like Sun Wukong always wants to try and get that boost, and he's almost at 10 mil already, and Lyra's not even half. She's kind of lacking right now, so maybe we gave Sun Wukong her best and we got Lyra her worst, because they were almost twice. Sun Wukong was almost twice as much as Lyra, but now it doesn't seem like that. But for right now, we'll just keep going until we see our damage at the end. Well, you can see it here, but we want to see the actual other stuff as well, like the healing, the damage taken. We really haven't had to lose anybody here, which is nice, because that's what we want to try and refrain from. So yeah, they're about 2 times more than less than Sun Wukong, and 2 times more than Lyra. So we're maybe more on this gear that we had before than now. Alright, so let's see the stats. So yeah, 6 mil. But then why did it say it was like... So that's not the right way to do it then. Because it showed us as like 12 million. But now this says 6. So what's the true damage? That's what we want to figure out. We might have to send this to the devs and just tell them why this says 6.3, but the actual run it showed us as 12. So I don't know how they do that. Anyways, guys, let's go into I was gonna do Nightmare, but I'm like, you know what? We probably shouldn't try it, but we'll try it anyways. Even though we're in danger, we don't have that much, but we're gonna play test it. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try and see if maybe she does better in higher guild bosses. We'll just have to see. And if this works, alright, let's the usual. Valeria, Sun Wukong, Lord Phineas, her there. Put LYRA, or put him there, sorry. LYRA there. Put Inomia there. We will put in Mari there, and then we'll put in the healer there. And then we'll just see how it works versus a higher level boss. So this is Guild Boss Nightmare 1. So this is the first time we're going to be rocking in Nightmare 1. So it still looks like we'll do LYRA first, just to see where her damages lies compared to all the other DPS that we have. Yeah, so this one still looks like Sun Wukong does more overall damage than LYRA, which is kind of confusing to me because she's magic. Or she's a mage technically, so we'll have to look at her skills to see, is she worth scaling up in the early game for the long run. I know a lot of people have done, a lot of content creators have done game guides on her, but more for late and end game. I don't think they've really done it for the early game to mid game, but it looks like she's trying to catch up now. So maybe we'll have to see if these are right at the end, because if it's not, then there's something wrong with the overall statistics than the actual fight. So I don't know, I don't remember if this was a play test that we've done or if this was just a regular fight. I think this might be a play test. So now we gotta bring in other recruits. We can't, because all of our Sun Wukongs took our spots, so can't really put anybody else in there. But now we can. Alright, we will, and technically all the three of the DPSs are still in there, which I'm surprised. We'll just have to see what we can get here for damage, since we technically only have 3 people now in the on the board. Still Sun Wukong, 5200. LYRA is in second, 2.2, which is not bad. And we're still kind of, we lost one, so now let's put Mari back in. So we'll put Mari a little bit closer, put everybody else in where they were, maybe put Yanomia, switch everybody up a little bit, see if that works. Alright, so Sun Wukong, and then we'll do LYRA. Still seems like LYRA will do probably about twice as less damage than Sun Wukong. Yeah, and we keep dying, so we're not ready for this stage quite yet. We just want to kind of showcase. And we're not going to get this anyways. It would be a miracle if we could pull this off, but we don't have the time. And the heroes, we only have 2 on the board technically. Yeah, we're not going to get it. It's okay. We will see what it is. Oh, and Valeria is by herself. I thought we would have been, that would have been the last of everybody. Alright, so we only have Lord Phineas and Barut available. But we did get 703 for the, let's put Mari in. Put, you know, let's switch them up. let's put Brienne here so we can kind of get more damage. Yeah, so Lyra's always in second. It doesn't matter who it is above her. But yeah, Lyra seems like she can probably do more if she had some dust in her. So the next time we run her, we'll try and give both Lord Phineas and Lyra the legendary dust that they need for me to physically do a full comparison for the early game. So this is only a playtest, so 743, let's look to what it would be if... so we would have got the top chest. So maybe we'll do that anyways, do a run here. Just so we can get the top chest. I don't know if it's going to run the same way it was, but we'll see. So let's see how the actual run will be. Remember, the first one we did was only a playtest, and this is the actual run. And it's going to be Nightmare 1. And then once we have them fully skilled, or when that happens, whoever wins this account, just make sure you guys contact me in Discord so I can do that account for you. And also subscribe to the channel, guys, because this account is going to be given away sometime in February. We don't know the date quite yet, but the details will be soon. We just gotta kind of get our date that we want to do it and the time. That's the only thing we're waiting on, and also we're waiting on to get better gear. So hopefully for the next couple weeks we'll get better gear and almost be close to max a couple of the Legos that we have. Alright, so right now we actually did get the top chest, which is nice. I thought we wouldn't have been able to do it even with an actual run. But I think we're gonna be done here because I don't think we're gonna get anywhere past... Yeah, so Valeria is the only one left. And then we bring in more of our fallen heroes to just get a little bit more damage. And then once the next, I think it's either a rampage ends, you know, the timer ends, or we get blown up. 756, not bad. I think it was 748 before, but we still got the top chest, which is good. 680 is the max. So I think we'll start doing those two now, because once you do the max, you can get these. These are good for your going from 5-star promotions to 6-star promotions. Also, you do get the XP potions that will help as well. They do not come with the legendary skill crystals. I wish they came with dust, like you can get dust from them. But Nightmare 2 is where we get the skill crystals, which is okay. Anyways, guys, we will end the video there. Thank you for joining, and we will see you in the next video. Remember, subscribe to the channel. Our goal for this end of this year is 500 subscribers. We're trying to get to the close to get memberships and monetized and all that. Also, don't forget to like the video and comment down below if you guys want to enter this giveaway. Anyways, this is Phoenix Gaming TV, and we will see you in the next one. And this is a Watcher of Realms video. Peace.